Thank you for letting me tune in. This is the Coronado Arte Harris Show. On the Global Mark with George Thakoda of all 10 year, 15 year, 30 year, couple of them. And yes, ladies and gentlemen, you were cheated, just like I was cheated. You was cheated out of your life, you know. You got cheated. Your spouse was not faithful to you. Your spouse took you down that aisle, then procreated children, procreated real human beings with you. I ain't talking about no fairy tale. Your spouse actually helped you create a child, more than one child, and they done left you by yourself. I'm talking about left you like yourself, like it ain't that bad. How dare they do you that way? Left you by yourself with real human beings that are growing and gaining weight and learning things. They just like a sponge. I mean, look at all the experiences, all the life lessons you going through by yourself with a human being that you have to make sure nothing happens to them. You can't let nothing happen to that child. I'm talking about, you like a traveling insurance company. You're an underpaid insurance company. That's what you are. And they left you down there by yourself to fend for yourself. And they're on a rendezvous with a young sweet thing. I'm talking about making it rain in the Magic City, making it rain at the Boom Boom Room, making it rain in the VIP. They all at the Blue Flame making it rain with that young snow bunny, and left you by yourself to raise those children. You're an underpaid insurance company. I'm talking about you're a major medical insurance company. I'm talking about you can't, if something happened to them kids, they entrusted you, to take care and make sure nothing happens to those children. How dare they leave you with that kind of responsibility? And your spouse has left you for a young spring fling. In a real relationship too. I'm talking about in a real certified relationship. I'm talking about they all kissing on them, laying in the bed with them, turning the lights off like that's the way it's supposed to be. While you at the house by yourself with those children laying there. Ain't that sad, lady? Isn't it sad how small, man, some people's brain is really small, lady. It's shocking that some people's brains are way smaller than at first. At first we underestimated how small their brain really is, lady. That they left you to raise real human beings. Gonna take 20 years for them to grow up. Then left you with those children, ladies and gentlemen. I'm talking about before they went to goddamn grade school, before they made it to kindergarten and left you by yourself. And they don't even call and check on you. Ladies and gentlemen, when I tell you the human brain, some of it is incomprehensible how small some people's brain really is. And they got the nerve to talk to you any kind of way. They talk to you like you ain't even nobody. And then entrusted you with the safety and ladies and gentlemen, they want them children to be breathing and healthy every time you call, every time they call. Like that's just the way it's supposed to be. I tell you, ladies, it's sad, but it's true. It really is. But I'm gonna tell you, you might not believe this, ladies and gentlemen, but daytime drama, they love it. They want the cameras rolling, not on you racing the children. They gonna focus on you for 5 seconds. They gonna put the camera on that dude banging that young girl. They gonna keep the camera rolling. They going out to East Chase. They going to Rodeo Drive. They spending money they don't have. You know what I'm saying? Buying things they don't need. The girl bought a pair of panties made out of a shoestring. She spent $1,000 on a pair of panties made out of one piece of thread, ladies and gentlemen. $1,000. As bad as your children need stuff. They need trapper capers. They need college route paper. They need pencils to make electronic pencils. They need scientific calculator. They need pad lock for the foot lock. And they got them bought a piece of panties made out of one piece of thread for $1,000. to go home and snatch him off, and now it's not even a pair of panties, it's a piece of thread again. Don't even have no insurance on the panties. And I'm telling them, they all on the thing, breathing and got fog on the camera. And that's how they don't even see the importance of you struggling out there raising those children. You didn't do anything wrong. I'm saying the only thing you did wrong was get married to a jerk, ladies and gentlemen. You got married to a jerk. And Hollywood don't have no concern. They don't have no emotions. They don't even care about the struggles you're going through. Only thing they want that dude to do is to bang that young girl so they can record it. You know what I'm saying? Isn't it sad, ladies and gentlemen? It really is sad. Because you don't have any daytime dramas that's focused on women raising children. Ain't that something? I don't even think APT or PBS focus on that. They'd rather have a cartoon made out of goddamn paper and colored pencils to show you something else besides anything except showing a mother raising children. They just don't want to see it. They don't get any stimulation off it. They don't get any drive. They don't see the worth or the value of it. And why don't they, ladies and gentlemen? I tell you, ladies and gentlemen, you know. I know, guess what, ladies and gentlemen? I know it's sad, but that's just the way it is. You're underappreciated and you're definitely undermanned. You are definitely undermanned. You know what I mean? I'm trying to tell you, most women, they riding in the car by themselves with them kids. Most of them, they take them kids to try on clothes at the mall. There's no daddy around. They take them to go get the school supplies, no daddy around. They take them to get a haircut. There's no They go to take them to the ball game. There's no daddy there. They do all that stuff without the daddy. But you know, if anything happened to them child, they gonna be upside their mama head like white on rice, lady. You see what I'm saying? Nothing better not happen to the child. Nothing. I'm talking about there might not be nothing that happen to that child. You see what I'm saying? So I tell you, that's why one time I did say that I was gonna help these women, and I was gonna put that ring on their finger and try to help them out. You know what I mean? At least one time. You know what I mean? I knew it was gonna be some backlash to it. I knew it was gonna be they was gonna go too far. You know what I mean? You already know they gonna go too far. You know what I'm saying? But all I can tell you is that maybe 6 years ago when I started talking to you like this, I did tell you that I knew you was gonna buck against the system sooner or later. You know, that you was gonna go too far. You know. Now I'm almost like your baby daddy. And now I have pictures of the young girl. And now they're focusing on me again, giving me money again. As soon as you take it, they put it right back in my hand. And it don't take all day, you know, because they can't wait to get to the young girls, you know, that don't have the children yet, you know. You see what I'm saying, lady? But all I can tell you, there haven't been many guys that tried to help you like I did. When I tell you I tried everything I could to sacrifice and help them. You know what I mean? That's all I could do. I don't know nobody else to go in and try to save your community, your super center. They said they don't have nobody in that position that ever did nothing like that. You know what I mean? Well, maybe you probably got too comfortable and you probably thought that, you know, that it's always going to be like that for you, that he'll just do it again. But let me tell you, winning that many bets in a row, eating that many vegetables every day, it ain't going to, ladies and gentlemen, it's virtually impossible, ladies and gentlemen. I can't sit up there and eat that many vegetables every day, you know what I mean? I just can't do it. Sooner or later, I got to start eating some solid food, man. I ain't gonna lie. I'm trying to tell you, man. I ain't lying, man. I got to tell you, if you know you have somebody that's good for you, don't run them away. That's all I can tell you. You already know your baby daddy wasn't no good. You already know your husband wasn't no good for you, you know what I mean? At least you had somebody out here sacrificing, walking. I wouldn't even ride the bus to make sure that I had as much money in my control as that I had total control, that I can make the decision that nobody else would make for you. You know what I'm saying? Going in there making sure you had stock choices and dividends, and that you had total control of buying power and reinvesting in your community. You didn't even want that. You know? At first you said you wanted it, then you went right back and turned on it. You know? All I can tell you is, Lord have mercy, I hate it for you. I hate it. I hate it for you. You know what I mean? If anybody made a decision like that, ladies and gentlemen, I would hate it for them too that they made a bad decision. That was a terrible decision. Terrible. Might be one of the most terrible decisions in economic history, ladies. I'm talking about when you finally got control of something, then you act like you just really didn't care about having control of it. You know? I tell you, man. Pretty sad. I mean, I can't really explain it. But I tell you, women, you can always say that you didn't mean to root for that you're sorry. I know it ain't gonna change nothing, but at least people understand that you made a mistake. You know, sometimes they give you that what they call that you serve good time. What they call it? Good time served and stuff. And you was not that bad when you was being punished and penalized. That you was not a problem inmate. You know what I'm saying? They might let you out faster. And I'm trying to tell you, like, I just think about how many times I could have been where I was supposed to be 4 hours earlier. You know what I'm saying? I could have probably saved myself hundreds of dollars on shoes. I used to buy a pair of shoes every 3 days. You know what I mean? That's just how much walking I was doing. Tell you, like, but I tell you, I think it's just a shame, you know, that those guys, they don't film you raising those kids and struggling and cussing and fussing. And shut up and sit down. Put that down. Be quiet. Give me the phone. Shut up. Don't you see me talking? Why don't they roll the cameras and market you? That's what I don't understand. They just got your estranged husband over there massaging that young girl. Trying to tell you. Telling her all the lies she ever... I tell you, the boy, just like Satan, lady. Any lie she could ever dream about. The things that he's going to do for her. I tell you, he ain't got a nickel or a dime or a pot to piss in or one to throw it out of. But all the things that he's going to do for that young girl on that next payday. Oh, man. And next year on that income tax check. And when he get that promotion on that job, they're going places. Man, and all he thinking about is putting that massage oil on that body. I tell you, those cameramen are very savvy about paying attention to it. You know, when they trip that wire and accidentally they're listening to them getting ready to do it. Oh, who tripped that wire? What's that I'm listening to? Oh my Lord, turn it up a little bit. They made a mistake and tripped that wire when they was getting ready to make out the puzzle. They're trying to finish making that puzzle out. Let's see what that puzzle's supposed to be. Nevertheless, lady, you know. It's sad, but it's true, lady. I mean, I know, the United States and Alabama could be more family friendly, but they're not, you know. So don't never fall for that family first stuff, because it's a lie. No, it's not family first. It's the man that can get a young whippersnapper and goddamn invite you in first. That's who comes first, lady, yeah. Because they going to be listening to that way before they start listening to you. You know what I'm saying? And they going to say, you're a problem trying to take child support from this man. He need money to goddamn make out with. He need money to buy stuff from Victoria's Secrets and Bath and Body. He need money to go get a motel room when he need to. And you up here asking about that little tedious stuff. We're trying to get this show going, man. It's sad, but it's true, lady. Because this is what they call, it's a sensual, crazed society. They're